Picture this. A plane so big it needed 32 wheels just to hold itself up. So heavy it topped out at 640 tons fully loaded. And so one of a kind that when it rolled out of its hangar for the first time, it literally didn't fit the tail stuck out the door. That's the Antonov An 225 Mriya, and for over 3 decades it held a title nothing else on Earth could touch. Biggest airplane ever built. Not biggest fighter jet. Not biggest airliner. Biggest anything with wings. Its name meant dream in Ukrainian. Its job was hauling things that had no business being airborne space shuttles, freight train locomotives, enough humanitarian aid to fill a small city's Costco. And its story runs straight through some of the 20th century's biggest ambitions and some of the 21st century's darkest days. Here's how a plane built to solve a Cold War logistics headache became a legend and, eventually, a casualty of war. The problem: rockets too big for the road. Rewind to the early 1980s. The Soviet Union is racing to answer NASA's space shuttle program, and it lands on 2 enormous pieces of hardware: the Buran orbiter and the Energia rocket that would launch it. Both were monsters. Both needed to get from their factories to the launch site at Baikonur Cosmodrome, deep in the steppes of Kazakhstan, thousands of miles from the nearest port, with nothing resembling a highway built for cargo that large. Soviet planners looked at everything. Widen the roads. Build a mega railroad? Someone even floated flying the pieces in by helicopter. Until a test flight showed the Mi-26, the biggest helicopter in the fleet, could barely manage 26 tons before the cargo started swinging like a wrecking ball. So it came down to a plane. Problem was, nothing in the Soviet arsenal was big enough. Engineers first tried stretching the An-124 Ruslin, already a giant in its own right, but the math didn't work. Bolting rocket parts to its back wrecked the airflow around the tail. They needed something bigger. A lot bigger. The project got a blunt internal code name: Article 400. Translation: the An-124, Article 200, but doubled down. Building a monster. Antonov's engineers didn't start from scratch. They took the An-124 and pushed nearly every system past its limits. 2 engines became 6. The tail became a distinctive twin-boom design for stability. Landing gear went from 10 assemblies to 14, with steerable rear wheels so a plane the length of a football field could actually turn a corner on a runway. The fuselage got stretched 8 extra meters up front. The build was so massive that Antonov's own factory couldn't fit it. The plane had to be parked diagonally in the assembly hall, with workers oiling the floor just to rotate it into position for its 1988 unveiling. When the doors opened for the big reveal, the aircraft was still too long to clear the frame. They named it Mriya Dream, the first Soviet aircraft ever given a Ukrainian name, a small sign of the loosening grip of Moscow under Gorbachev. Gorbachev himself showed up to see it in person. On December 21, 1988, test pilot Alexander Galyanenko took it up for its first flight out of Gostomel airfield near Kiev. By the time testing wrapped, the aircraft had reportedly broken 110 world records. It was, by any measure, an engineering triumph. It was also almost immediately obsolete. A dream with no job. Here's the cruel irony. Mriya was built to carry the Buran shuttle, but Buran flew exactly once. An unmanned test flight, a month before Mriya even got off the ground. By the time the plane was ready for its actual mission, the Soviet military had already lost its appetite, and its budget, for the whole Buran Energia program. Mriya did get one glorious moment in the spotlight, carrying the Buran orbiter piggyback to the 1989 Paris Air Show, where crowds gawked at the impossible sight. Nobody watching knew they were seeing both the beginning of Mriya's public life and the funeral for the very program it was designed to serve. Then the Soviet Union collapsed in 1991, and Mriya became a giant plane with no mission and no money behind it. Engineers floated increasingly outlandish ideas to keep it relevant. A passenger version with private cabins, a shopping mall, even a casino on board. None of it went anywhere. A 1994 mission to the US to pick up Chernobyl relief supplies ended with technical failures that grounded the plane, which was then partially stripped for parts. For a while, it looked like Mriya's story was over before it really began. The comeback. It wasn't. Around the turn of the millennium, Antonov dusted the giant off and reinvented it not as a shuttle carrier, but as a commercial hauler for cargo too big or too weird for anything else. Wind turbine blades. Entire locomotives. Generators. Field hospitals. If it couldn't fit on a normal plane and someone needed it across an ocean fast, Mriya was the call. It became something like the world's most famous celebrity vehicle. Aviation fans would travel across continents just to catch it landing. When COVID-19 hit, Mriya flew 100 tons of medical supplies into Warsaw in a single trip in April 2020, the largest air cargo delivery by volume ever recorded at the time. There was only ever a second airframe, started back in the Soviet era, sat unfinished in a Kiev assembly shop for decades. More monument than machine. The end. Mriya's story ends where a lot of things in Ukraine changed forever. February 2022. The aircraft was undergoing maintenance at Hostomel Airport, just outside Kiev, the same airfield where it first flew in 1988, when Russian forces launched their invasion and fighting broke out for control of the airport in the war's opening days. Ukraine's foreign minister announced the plane had been destroyed. Antonov's own statements wavered between confirming the loss and urging caution until damage could be properly assessed. The wait didn't last long. Once Ukrainian forces retook the airport, the wreckage told the story clearly enough. The fuselage gutted by fire, a wing destroyed beyond repair. The world's only An-225 was gone, destroyed almost exactly where its story began. Ukrainian officials have since talked about rebuilding Mriya using that long-dormant second airframe, a project estimated to cost hundreds of millions of dollars and take years, assuming it happens at all. For now, it remains a dream in the most literal sense, unfinished and waiting. But for 33 years, there was a plane that shouldn't have been possible too big for its own hangar, built for a mission that vanished before it could fly it, and somehow still the most photographed cargo plane on Earth. That's not a bad legacy for something that started life as a Cold War logistics fix.